wanted to bring up this article I read today, Robert, because you and I, this is on
Hmm.
JoBlo.com. Physical media matters. I don't know if we've spoken about this, but Christopher Nolan mentioned recently how important it is to have physical media because, things go out of stop streaming. And if you physically owned a copy of something like Batman versus Superman and the director's cuts re-released or whatever, your copy might disappear and change.
Hmm.
Whatever the reason is, it's always important to have a Blu-ray or a 4K or whatever physically, because we've spoken about we like tangible
Oh
things,
yeah.
and I thought that was really cool. That I read in this article. It's on JoBlo.com, as I mentioned. Apparently, Blu-ray purchases are like on the uptick. People are doing them, and Christopher Nolan came out recently, and the example that they gave in the article was Cocoon, as at a time of print, maybe like a week ago, you couldn't get digitally anywhere. And I know this because my buddy, it's his favorite movie, and he told me he's like, I have the DVD, of course, but you can't watch it. And I feel like that's a scary kind of thing
Yeah, and that's
for
where, yeah,
like where do they go?
and I think I should say Star Wars fans learned their lesson of like buy it up because you can never buy the original versions again.
They mentioned
Yeah,
that as
yeah.
the most infamous example, Robert. Good call.
And there's a couple that I was like, um, I have random ones like American Dreamer and Places in the Heart. Came out in Blu-ray, limited edition, gone. And now if you want to
Yeah.
spend $100 to get, it's like, well, I don't like it that much, but there's no other way to see it.
To
Yeah. So
Basketball Diaries is another one.
yeah, that's why, that's why you have Santa Claus the movie on
Right.
the Blu-ray. Like you hold on to those precious things.
I see both sides of the coin. Obviously, streaming is our preferred. It's the
Hmm.
easiest. Touch a button and it comes to life. Like, of course, but uh, based on the article, it gives another layer of not only is it nice to have 4Ks and physical media, but that Freevee account or Voodoo or whatever
Hmm.
you get your stuff on, that could be purchased up and rights could be
Yeah.
gone.
Oh,
And the thing
absolutely.
holding up Cocoon was some of the songs like changed licensing.
Yep.
I mean, the movie's 40 years old, like, but there's obviously that's things can still hold up the show.
Yeah. Well,
So it's
I'll
always
mention,
important, kids, to get that DVD.
let's take Alias, the TV series. So it's
Oh,
streaming, but some of it's streaming with different music. And my sister is like, nope, I don't want. She even remembers like if it's the wrong
good
song,
for her.
and I think that's why Buffy and some stuff like that. That's why I'm like you. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised those some of those original DVDs um, are becoming pricey because you can't
Yeah,
get it anywhere else, or you can't get it with the original versions, or if there's something kind of different about it, or they make it a cut or something like that. So I remember when I
right.
moved, I have a whole special media closet, and I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, you still have Blu-rays?" I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't even
Of
show you my
course.
Laserdisc section. But,
Yes.
but part of me is like, she goes, because she just says, "Oh, everything's streaming now." And I was like, well, and I was going
Well,
to go
it's
to the story.
not.
Well, no, but
Looking
for,
at you, calendar
yeah.
girl. By the way,
Is it?
the Laserdisc was the reference they made for the original Star Wars before
Mm,
the prequels. They're like the only way to really see those now
oh,
is
yeah.
Laserdisc. And to your sister's point, I couldn't agree more. There are so many things with licensing that can change and that can hold up the whole show.